Okay, I'm gonna get started with this. I've already done primer on the face. Now I'm going to do foundation. I use a really light one in this case. And I'm gonna make it really simple. This one here is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I like this one a lot more than some of the other ones that I've tried, even some of the more expensive ones. So what I like to do is I use my little orange sponge, a little bit of rose water, just to sort of dampen that. And just beat the face. I'll probably skip ahead a little bit so you can watch this without spending 45 minutes. Okay, so that there is with the foundation. I did put a little bit of beard blocker on there. For that I used, what is this? I don't know. It's orange. But yeah, orange color over the beard, foundation over the top, and then just the beating motion. And that's the foundation layer. Next I'm going to do contour. Okay, for contour, I'm using Anastasia's Cream Stick in Mink. This is a little bit dark. I don't really need it to be this dark in public, but with photos I find that it shows up a little bit better. Doing one line to carve out each of the cheeks, starting basically right in the middle of my ear and coming down towards the edges of my mouth. I'm going to do another line on either side of the nose, and I'm going to blend that down. These I'm going to blend out. I like to do a cut at the jaw to hide the fact that I got such a big dude jaw. And then while normally people will go under their chin, I actually go across the front of my chin just a tiny bit in order to try and fade that into the neck. And adding a second strap under there. And then a beige rainbow to bring the forehead down some. I'll show you for a quick second while I start to blend that out, and then I'll pause the video again. So already it's starting to thin the nose. Then this, I'm just going to blend it up. So once I've kind of blended it a little bit, then I turn my sponge back around to the foundation side to kind of go over some of the edges. Help them sort of blend into the rest of it. I'm not too worried about the fact that I got a couple of spots that came down too far or came up too far, because what I'm going to do is go back over with some concealer to lighten up certain areas, especially on my forehead, and then in this case Kat Von D concealer. I'm going to use the white And personally, I have a tendency to use a new blender, or at least a new side of a blender, for pretty much everything. And this white concealer I blend across my brows. And then I'll go back over with the foundation blender and blend the edges of it along with the contour. And then with this, I like to blend the eyes up off to the side, kind of connecting it towards where that top row ends at the edge of the eyebrow. And if you do it right, by the end of it you'll look kind of like an alien. Which, isn't that what most of us are going for? Or at least those of us who learned by watching Jeffree Star. Because he thinks he looks like an alien. And I guess others do too. You know what I forgot? I also like to do a little line of contour just under the bottom lip. Creates a shadow, makes it look like it's popping out. So we're going to go back with the same one that we used our concealer on. And you kind of get an idea for that. Then I'll go back over with the foundation one and sort of blend these together. Now that I've blended concealer around, I like to dry everything out. This is a Kat Von D powder, I think. Nope, Too Faced. Sorry. I'm just kind of pressing some of that into all of these creams. It'll help to dry it out and set it. Nose is a good area to make sure you get if you got a greasy nose like me. And you can kind of brush off the excess. I guess this is basically like the baking. But what I find is I use it to set all of those creams so that they don't want to move around. I did one time use this stuff before I finished blending out creams, and I couldn't blend anything after that. It took forever, and I had to re-moisten it, and then ended up doing a new layer of foundation anyways, so. That's a much better face already than where I started.